My video from March the 19th, 2020 is video number 3400, 3400. The title is RV Sealed Indictments, Non-Disclosure Agreements. I get messages from friends on Facebook and subscribers on YouTube every day. Many are telling me the currency revaluation, RV, is imminent, that we will be funded for our humanitarian projects. But first, there are thousands of people in high places that have to be arrested for their crimes against humanity. Otherwise, it is said, these charlatans will simply steal the funds again, as they have been doing for a long time. Their system is fraud, against which there is no statute of limitation. I've been hearing things like this since 2011, and even earlier than that. Of course, that is when I began making daily videos, January the 11th, 2011. Having faith gets more and more difficult with each passing week, month, year. Despite all the friends who keep telling me to hang on just a bit longer, which I obviously am doing, it is very frustrating for me. Just the other day, I was told a longtime friend has been told he has 2 weeks to live. While I do not know the details, I have added Sunshine Jim to my prayer list, along with many others I pray for every day. God remains at the top of that list. Also, if the RV becomes a reality, I will not agree with the so-called non-disclosure agreement. Secrecy, to me, is part of the evil agenda. I want full disclosure and the arrest of all who fail to repent. By the way, as I'm preparing to make my video live earlier today, the video for the 18th, I got a message from the Galactic Federation. It said the corona is a cover-up for the largest US military intelligence operation the world has ever known. The plan is to totally shut down the entire globe, make massive arrests, remove evil in governments, bankers, globalist elites, Hollywood and sports stars that are involved at Epstein Island and other islands, also many other massive scandals, remove the fiat currency and go to gold-backed currency, global currency reset, then activate Nassara-Gassara law, which wipes all debts, releases us into Tesla's future. It gives us 6,000 medical cures, free energy, and many other beautiful things, the way it should have been. The way it should have been. That's an interesting way to end that little brief message, and I'm glad I could see it clearly on the computer to my left as I'm recording this. And as I said in the blurb, I do get messages all the time. I mean, I've been at this thing for a long time, and I've tried to remain as upbeat as possible, yet that becomes more and more difficult as the delays keep happening. I mean, I've been hearing, it seems like forever, but it's been about 4 years since I invested in a alternative currency, actually a bond, and I'm told that in order to activate it, I have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And even though I have a list of projects that I'd like to be involved in, I will not be fully funded, or perhaps not funded at all, if I refuse to sign the non-disclosure agreement that keeps everything secret. Why do these things have to be secret? That's been the problem with our world for a long time. Everything that's important for the uplifting of humanity has to be hush hush. We're not allowed to talk about that. And the revealing the problems, as I keep saying, is hush hush, even in spiritual discussion groups. I know from personal experience, we're not allowed to talk about controversial things. Well, the whole system on this planet is controversial because it's all been swept under the rug and humanity has been kept ignorant of truths that would liberate us, and if we knew them, piss us off first, because the worst people sit at the top of the pyramid. Now, I just listened a little bit before I am recording this and before I put my video up for the 18th. I listened to Donald Trump announce that they're going to be, there's bipartisan support to send money to all the people that are hurt by this shutdown that's taking place, because they're going to, a lot of people are, their income is being affected, and so they're going to provide additional monies. And it's been approved by the Federal Reserve. Again, I thought Trump was going to bring down the Federal Reserve. I thought that was the whole point of electing him, is to stop the international banker crime fest. But if you listen to the press conferences and stuff with Trump and others in the administration and in government, you hear the same old stuff that we've been hearing for a long time without promises. So, people say, Ron, why you got to hang on? Don't stop believing. Well, I'd like to, but it's not easy. It becomes, as each week, month, year pass, it becomes more and more difficult to have faith that there ever will be a kingdom of heaven on earth, that truth will come out, that will reveal all of the things that have kept humanity hostage for a long, long time. And I'm talking about all the races, all the religions, all of the artifacts of what we call civilization have been corrupted by what to me are evil forces. Everything is inverted, and secrecy is part of the allowance by our Creator that has kept us from moving forward and actually evolving and becoming the best we can be, which means always telling the truth, never concealing the things that need to be revealed. And that's the thing. They need to be revealed if we are to become liberated, if we are to be freed, if we are to taste the fullness of what I believe we were created to be. Are we really all gods? Are we really all omnipotent and all powerful and able to make free decisions? It doesn't appear that way to me. People keep saying, but Ron, it's just an illusion. Well, it's a very powerful illusion. And I don't call it an illusion, it's a delusion. Because we have been deluded. What? How have we been deluded? By being told that we're more than what we appear to be. Is that the delusion? Or is the delusion that we have rulers over us that are charlatans, that are deceptive to the point of continuous fraud? And again, as I keep saying, there is no statute of limitation against fraud. That has to be at the top of the list of the liberation of humanity. At the top of the list. Expose the fraud and the fraudsters. Expose those that have inverted everything and turned the entire world on its head, inside out, upside down, and made slaves out of almost the entire human race. If there are exceptions, I'm not sure what they are. There don't seem to be any exceptions, myself included. I do the best I can. That's all any of us can do. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.